let's talk about Twitch. So
Oh,
Twitch is, people are like, so I started twitching and they're like, "Oh no, why? Oh, why did you go to Twitch? Because it's so lefty. It's like you can't even go there." I have friends that do that Twitch. They're like, we don't talk what I really think, and I was like, I don't blame you. Like, and I don't do politics there, partly because I want to escape and game when I'm over on Twitch, but mostly because I feel like if Twitch finds out about my YouTube channel and that I voted for Trump and that I don't want to say I'm a conservative, I'm not like a instant conservative because I voted for Trump. And, I don't know what I am, because I feel like I'm moderate. I'm in the middle, but even still, as a moderate, as someone who has whatever my standpoint on things, if Twitch found out, even if I just voted for Trump, I feel like they'd be like, maybe we shouldn't have this guy on the platform. Maybe he's talking about things on our platform or connected to a show that's talking about, Washington Post wrote an article about me that my show is extreme. Like, I have an extremist show. And it's like, because I talked about that I was voting for Trump and basically reported on all of the inconsistencies with the mail-in voting.
mm,
And there were a lot, and I kept reporting on them, each one whenever they came up. And they're still coming up, by the way. And
yeah.
it's ridiculous. But I don't know. I feel like Twitch is that place that you can't even talk about your opinions anymore, or else you're going to get booted off. Like, I was actually expecting to hear that you actually just got booted off of Twitch, but
Mm.
are you boycotting them, or how's that working?
I just left because it's a giant cesspool of an echo chamber. And
Mm,
I said, I have things I want to talk about, and I know if I talk about them on here,
yep.
my channel's gonna not get any visibility. I'm just
Yep.
gonna keep dealing with hate, which I still get hate, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like I feel like the discoverability on YouTube was the better option for me, and I'm totally glad I made that switch. But yeah, I mean, Twitch is. I know a lot of people that are on the platform as well. Eric
Okay.
July is one of them. He plays just
Eric
video games
July.
on there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
great.
and Twitch is good for the platform. Like, their interface is just more intuitive than YouTube. It just feels more of a community.
True.
But they do not have your back if you are not left leaning. They do not care. I had so many actual collaborations with Twitch, like the platform itself, and I had a good relationship with the people over there. And
Hmm.
then once BLM rolled around, I started getting attacked, well, not attacked, but harassed by some
Right.
of their POC creators.
Okay.
And
Because you weren't
um,
following their narrative. How dare you?
I wasn't following their narrative. And when I reached out to Twitch to ask for help, hey, can you guys do something? Because I'm talking like the people were making threads with my
Yeah.
new YouTube channel and saying, hey, look at this Twitch streamer that's voting for Trump over and talking about it on YouTube. Like, they were trying to get my YouTube channel deleted. Very
Wow.
bizarre. Um,
That
so
sounds that sounds a lot like hate raids. Hmm.
see, now you see.
We're gonna get into that in a second. Actually, I've got an article that.
Mhm.
But please continue though, because you were getting hit by.
Yeah,
It's crazy though to think about that. They were
that is
trying cancel culture.
cancel
Hmm.
culture. That is exactly it. And
Yeah.
Twitch just left me on red. I probably reported the same person like 30 times, and I was like, are you
Wow.
serious? So and then a lot of the people that were harassing me this week on Twitter were a
Yeah.
lot of people from Twitch. And these folks, I bet you any money they're participating in this boycott against hate raids. Like, the self-awareness, the lack of is crazy.
It doesn't matter to them. They are just what are we talking about today? Oh, that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can you
That's it.
back that up? What do I say now? They don't have anything behind it. It's just this like push with whatever everyone else is saying. Oh, this is what we're fighting for today. Woo, we're fighting for that today. And then
Yeah.
when you try to come with logic and real life statistics that make sense, that are perfectly in line with what you're talking about, that completely disproves what their BS is, they just first get angry because their whole worldview is being challenged, and people can't handle that, and that goes back to that emotional intelligence, that people just lack, and they don't want to, because in that you have to be responsible for yourself. You have to grow up, essentially. People just don't want to do that. But let's talk about this Twitch. So I have this article that I found. Twitch streamers organize boycott in protest at hate raids. So that's today. It's funny that I would have you on the show the day that there's a boycott on Twitch. But of course, it's not a boycott against like the platform being biased, left-leaning. No, it's that they're not left-leaning enough, I guess, really is what it is. It's like they're claiming that there is a problem with hate raids, people attacking other people for their viewpoints. But it's essentially the opposite of your situation, because seemingly it's been going on long before this year. It was all the way back to last year when you were being attacked, right?
Yeah. I honestly, I think it's for attention and for clicks, and I think it's a supplement or substitute rather for putting out original good content.
That is so sad too.
It's really sad.
Those people that are making really good content that are original and, not followers, there's too many followers. Oh, that's the cool new TikTok dance. Bop, 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 bop. Yep. And it's like, what is that? What is that? Like, who can I don't like, do something new, create new. It's, you got to love the people that are forging their own path, and it's few and far between. But this is them complaining that they're being attacked by, they're saying it's bots, and hate raids are essentially a raid. For those who aren't familiar with Twitch, is you can send, when you're ending your stream, you can send all of your current followers or viewers and put them in someone else's chat, so that they have your viewers. Like, well, I'm no longer streaming, here you go. And it's called a raid. And usually it's to help the other creators so that they gain an audience and more people see you, maybe get some follows and whatnot. But they're calling it a hate raid because what they were doing, and let's see, I'll just read this. On September 1st, a number of streamers are set to go on strike across the platform in a bid to push Twitch to do more about hate raids and hate speech directed towards various marginalized streamers on the platforms. Don't you just love the way that they put that too?
I love marginalization. Yes, I wear it all the time.
It's like have a necklace, just marginalized. These people are crazy.
Let me tell you something. When
Please.
I want to say when I was at the peak of my career on Twitch, one of the things that my channel was known for was how I interacted with haters, with trolls.
Oh, okay.
So because I did like this sketch comedy, if I had a troll come into my chat, say something hurtful, I would make him a part of the show. I would have special scenes and special images pop up on screen. Maybe I'll get into a random dance or whatever, and I would make this person look like a complete fool. And then boom, I have content that I can use for profit. If people were smart, they would have done that. So
wow, that's good.
That's my first thing. But here's the other thing: is Twitch has a problem. The Twitch community has a problem with victimizing itself because
the Twitch community.
The Twitch community. Would you believe it?
I'm pretty sure that goes way past Twitch. But please continue with the victimhood. Oh gosh.
So Twitch already empowered the creators to have the tools to stop these raids, because I've had it happen to me before. And when you're streaming and you are bombarded with a bunch of bots or trolls or whatever, you have options. The first is to put your channel on follower only mode, which means you have to follow the channel in order to type in the chat. If that doesn't work, put it on subscriber only mode temporarily. Or you can just end the stream and restart it and it'll boot out the trolls. So you have three options to protect your safe space. And you don't want it. You don't want to. What you want is complete perfection. You don't want anyone to infiltrate your bubble. And that's not realistic if you're a content creator. If you think it is, you got to find another job.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the internet, right? I mean,
it's the internet.
hello, the internet, literally anyone can access you if you're a content creator. I know that as a content creator, you've obviously you've gone through the forge there and come out. You are now, I feel, more powerful than ever as far as having an awareness of the internet and the way people interact with the internet and how to handle yourself and handle them as being a content creator. And these, yeah, you nailed it though. These people, so when I think about victimhood, right, it's like, there's only, what was this? I came up with this, someone asked me a long time ago, they said, if you had to tell the world one thing, what would it be? And I said, being a victim is a real thing. Victims exist, but once you are a victim, don't stay the victim. That is a choice. When you choose to remain the victim or make yourself a victim when you aren't, you're doing a disservice to yourself, like to bring what you said earlier. And that's what so many of these people are missing. They're just like, no, it's easier. I can blame others for the things that for my laziness or my lack of accountability or any of those things. It's like these people, they love it that they're remaining children. Like it's just like, it's unrealistic to just live a life that everything's handed to you. Life is not like that. You got to work to live. That's what life's about. You can't, and they just are children that are like, I'm entitled though, because I'm alive.
Uh-huh.
Where did you get that attitude? What is that from?
Yeah, I look, my philosophy on that is the same way that I actually learned this working in customer service. I had a boss that was kind of an a-hole, and but I appreciate it because it taught me a lot. And she was like very quick. Like, I don't got time for this. And now I kind of do the same with my assistant in a way.
Yeah.
So she used to say, don't come to me with a problem. Come to me with a problem and a solution. Because if you just come to me with the problem, you're just complaining. So when you think of
I like it.
Like when you think of any like I don't know, social justice, whatever. Like, okay, let's humor you for a second. All right, Black Lives Matter. Black people are oppressed. They're marginalized. They don't have opportunities. Okay, whatever you want to say, we'll go with that. Okay, they can't do it. What now? What's the plan? What's the plan? And don't tell me the government needs to give me something. No. No. What are you gonna do? What's the plan? And I think,
do they have an answer?
No, of course not.
I knew the answer.
People don't want, and I think, kidding. I don't know what makes people so fearful of just admitting that maybe this is my fault. Maybe my choices contributed to this. Because I think the truest form of self-love is facing yourself in the mirror and acknowledging that you're not as good as you say you are. And because once you admit that, then you say, okay, now the real work begins. How do I get better?
It's amazing. And that's amazing. And once you realize that, that's growing up. That is becoming an adult. Like, I felt like I lived a very, I was very, privileged in my life. Like I was lucky and I had a great life so far. Right. And I didn't really have to face life, and work. Well, sometimes I did in my life, but like last year, after I got, some things happened in the summertime and I had to go off and start doing my own thing. I realized that, oh man, it was the first time in my life that I had someone else that relied on me. I'm married now and although she's incredibly talented, and it's not like she isn't, working herself, but it's like I'm with someone else and I feel like now I have a house and I have to provide for this house. So like, I can't stop my show. And if I did, I'd have to have something else planned. Like, I feel like I've grown up. I have these responsibilities, but I love them. I would never trade what I have now to go back to a life where it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything with my life. It doesn't feel like I have a purpose. Like, this house is my purpose. Now I'm looking at this house. I'm like, this is my purpose, making sure that I can buy food for my family. And, I'm planning on having kids soon. And it's like, now that I have the house, I have the wife. So like, all right, kids are next, I'm looking forward to it, but it's like, I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like, it is my new purpose in life. And these people, their purpose is being a victim. And it's so sad too, when you think about it, because they don't even have any idea how good it feels when that purpose has true value, because that purpose now is like, it's based on lies.